With a bit of a disaster earlier on this year, we lost our lovely greenhouse, and this whole area of the garden just became somewhere there was no colour, nothing to catch the eye. So we decided to put all our energies into rebuilding it. So Alan built this raised bed last year and we left it fallow all year, and then we decided to plant some poppies in it. That was fair enough. Then along came granddaughter, age 7, and she decided to plant some more poppies, and before I could stop her, the seeds were scattered everywhere, but it's turned out to be absolutely glorious. So much colour, I can't believe. I didn't expect this in one season. So the garden is only 1 season old, and I think the poppies have made it work. Right, but I mainly what I've planted here are annuals, and I've grown everything from seed. It's the only way you could do it to get this amount of colour, really, price-wise. So everything here is grown from seed, and in between the poppies there are lots of other things that hopefully when the poppies have finished will come up. Lots of sweet pea about to come out too. Slight Moroccan feel to these lanterns and that, but just to bring a little bit of interest into it. And then over here, this is where our greenhouse used to be. The soil in the Rectory garden is very, very poor, and we couldn't get any colour. So this year we decided to put lots of barrels and raised beds, fill them full of compost and soil. So that's why we have the colour. This is where the greenhouse was, and thanks to our love affair with all things Greek, we've decided to make it more a gravel garden and put lots of blue and white. Haven't been able to get to Crete this year or last year, so we thought we'd bring Crete to us. Mainly in here are herbs, geraniums. Hopefully it has a more Mediterranean feel to it. Yeah, these raised beds were just put in earlier this year along with the arch. But these poppies, very kind parishioners gave me seeds. So I actually planted these last October. There were hundreds of them and the slugs got most of them, but this is what we managed to save. So both sides of our arch we have poppies. Lupins for the first time this year, but I'm afraid the whitefly got those. So that was a bit of a disappointment. But I think the poppies are just an absolute triumph. Yeah, Alan decided he wanted to get me a weather vane for my birthday, and we tried everywhere and couldn't get one. And I don't know whether any of you have Marketplace on Facebook. This was advertised for £30. So what we did, we bought it with an old stand from an umbrella that collapsed, and the day before yesterday I got my black hammerite out and my gold hammerite, and now I think we've done okay for £30. And it does work, it does work. Well, this was the first part of the garden we decided to work on. It was all old shrubs here. So we got everything cleared, compost in, and just put biennials and perennial seeds here. This is mainly herbs, and this year the herbs went the whole way along here, but it became too much, so we're just cultivating to get colour here. Once again, this rose was the only thing that remained here when we cleared the garden, apart from the climber in the corner. We planted the honeysuckle and the rose. For 2 years it just came up in one bit of wood with 2 flowers. So last year I did something I've always been terrified of, and I cut the rose right to the ground. And this year I just can't believe the amount of blossom. So I'll not be frightened to do it again. It certainly has paid off, and you can see even in this one alone there's another 3 roses coming.